I think it's an important thing, relationships. And it's one thing that if you put time to it, it will never go wasted. It's if you put time to relationships and build relationships and long-lasting relationships, it's one of the things that are really important in life. Like from my very limited experience.
Absolutely. Well, that's why it's important to give relationships the benefit of time. You know, get to know the other person, then get to know if any red flags come up, pay attention to them. Don't reject that person immediately, but pay attention to any red flags that come up. And I think it's very important for people ignore those red flags, typically because they want immediate intimacy. I want the relationship and I want it now. It could be because other people have relationships.
And they have that intimacy and I want that now.
Yeah, and I feel left out and I wanna be in a relationship as well because other people are in a relationship. Also, many times, especially I would say in the case of women, they might have pressure to get into a relationship because, well, you're reaching a certain age and you need to be in a relationship, and you know, your biological clock is ticking.
Yeah.
Okay. So they might push themselves to get into a relationship when they're not ready. The other thing that happens is that women that are in not fulfilling relationships, even with you know, a nice guy, but he's not the right one for them. They want to exit. Okay, and they just don't feel good. But people will come and tell them, "Well, what's your problem? I mean, he's not a gambler. He's not a womanizer. Okay, you know, he doesn't. He's not an alcoholic. He goes to work. He comes home every day. What more do you want? Yay! I'm so lucky. My husband is not a womanizer. He's not a gambler, and he's not an alcoholic. I am so happy." That is why many times when I work with that population, I one of the things that I always say to that profile, that woman is, you know what? You're very low maintenance. You need to be higher maintenance. You know, you cannot be so low maintenance. Okay, and I think there is a lot of sexism when it comes to that in particular.
No, I agree. It's not just not having the negatives and being neutral as a spouse.
Absolutely.
It's having the positives as well. So you can, as you said before, celebrate life together with the other significant person.
Celebrate the other, celebrate life, make a meaningful commitment, have routines, things that we both enjoy doing. Become like the other. Be secure enough to allow your identity to grow and flourish by becoming a little bit like the other, vice versa.
How much? This is something that I've been thinking about. How much should you allow yourself, or when should you allow yourself to become like the other? Because you have to keep your identity as well. As we said before, you have to be your own person, but grow together with the other person.
It's something you're going to do gradually. That's why we need to give any relationship the benefit of time for the relationship to grow and flourish. And if any issues come up, we need to address them. We need to agree that if at any point we take each other for granted, we're going to talk about it. And I will be receptive to the conversation.
When we talk to someone, could we talk a bit about active listening? And this is something that I think... Of course, active listening. What does that mean? What does it mean for you to listen to the other, to communicate with the other? Okay, but am I a good listener to my wife? Okay, what's it like for my wife to have me as a husband? What's it like for my kids to have me as a dad? Okay, these are questions that they are self-reflective questions. And to have a successful relationship, we have to be self-reflective and really understand, how do I affect the other? Okay, and I take responsibility for how I am. And I don't say, "Oh, you made me do that." I'm a very nice guy. I don't really get mad. But when you do that, of course I get mad. So it's not really, you're the one who's making me do that. Criticism.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
As you said before, it's something that destroys your relationships. Criticism.
Yeah, it's up there. Criticism is the exact opposite of empathy. Am I aware of how my words affect you? But I'm saying that for your own good. And I'm so forceful that I make you have self-doubt.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because and I'll tell you the cliche that the culture is going to say, I'm saying this for your own good. Okay. You need to listen to me. No, I need to listen to you. I don't have control over someone else, whether someone else is listening to me. I have control whether I am listening to the other. So, as Gandhi said, I need to be the change that I want to see in the other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you enjoyed that, you can click the link in the description to watch the full podcast or listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and our website. You can also ask questions in the comments below, which will be directed to healthcare professionals in our future weekly episodes. Thank you so much for watching.